Hello students, in the continuation of iteration, that is loop, we are going to perform some other basic important questions which are required in most complex programming. Basically, these questions are the fundamental of iteration construct. Let's start. Our first question is display sum of the numbers from 1 to 100. Means in this question we are going to perform the sum of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 till 100. So let's begin how we can do this. After seeing this question, first we need to identify whether loop is required or not. As I have told you earlier, the repetition of work should be performed within a loop. So in this question we have to perform repeated addition, and in while loop 3 statements are required: initialization, condition and update. So according to this question we can find that we have to perform the repeated addition of the numbers which has to be performed within a loop, and the loop must starts from 1 till 100. So initialization part is 1. So I am taking here a variable, let us say loop index, say I equal to 1, means this initialization of the loop index. After that, the condition for the execution of the loop, we have to execute the loop till 100. So we have initialized from 1. Now while I is less than equal to 100, this is the condition for the execution of the loop, and within the loop we have to perform the addition of the numbers. Means this is the variable of I which have initialized with 1. Now it is 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are adding the value of I in the sum. Means sum should be a variable where the value of the addition should be kept. So we are taking a variable, let us say S. It could be anything. I have used just S for symbolizing the sum. So sum equal to sum plus I, means the value of I is 1. So 1 is added, the value of I is 2, and 2 will be added, 3 will be added, 4 will be added in the sum only. The initial value of sum should be 0. So that should be initialized before the starting of the loop, because first time the value of I, that is 1 is added in the 0. So 0 plus 1, 1. Now the sum become 1. After that I has to become 2. So I am updating the loop index by 1. Now here the value of I will become 2. So again when the loop moves, it becomes 2 here. So 2 plus 1, 3. Now the sum becomes 3. Again 3 plus 3 is 6. The sum becomes 6. I become 4. 6 plus 4, 10. In this way loop will continue for 100 times, and after that all the values of I get added in the sum, and now we need to print the sum. The sum is required to be printed after the loop because sum has to be printed only once. So in this indent I am writing here print sum. So you will get sum of 1 to 100 numbers. Here the important point to be remember is that we have to initialize the sum with 0, and that should be before starting the loop. You can write here, anywhere, means before starting the loop, and the printing of the sum should be outside the loop. If you write print statement within the loop, then what will happen? It will display the sum after each iteration. That is, after adding 1, it will print the sum, that is 1. After incrementing 2, it will print the 3. After incrementing 3, it will print the sum 6. So sum will be printed as soon as the loop get executed, but we want to display the sum after the execution of the loop. That's why we have print written sum after the loop. So in this way you can add many numbers. Suppose if we want to add even numbers from 1 to 100, then again initialize it by 2, write the condition over here, get the value by adding the index, and after that increment the loop index by 2. Okay, now in the same way we can do the product. Second question is display product of numbers from 1 to 10, means 1 into 2 into 3 into till 10 times. Now again the product has to be done repeatedly, so that must be done within a loop, and loop must start from 1, because in this question it is asked to print the product from 1 to 100. So I am initializing the loop index by 1. Now loop has to continue till 10 times, so I am writing here while I is less than equal to 10. Now the product, again the product get multiplied, means this is the value of I, 1 2 3 4 5, so value of I should be multiplied. So to performing this, as we have done sum over here, in the same way we are taking the variable related, let us say P, product equal to product into I, means the value of I is 1, first it will multiply 1, and after that we have incremented the value of I by 1, now it will become 2. So here product equal to product into 2, the previous product was 1, so 1 into 2 2, now the value will become I 3, then the previous product was 2, 2 into 3 it's 6. In this way it will keep continue till 10 number of iteration, and after that we need to display the product. So in this indent after the loop we are writing print product. Now again here what we have done, we have initialized the value of sum with 0 before the starting of the loop. Here we have to initialize the initial value of the product should be 1. It is also before starting the loop, so I am initializing here the starting value of the product should be 1. So the starting value of the product should be 1, and again we will multiply the value of I in that product. This type of question can be asked here. Find the factorial of a number given by the user. Suppose the user gives 5. Now we need to find the factorial of 5. Factorial of 5 is 120. How it comes? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So after calculating this you will get the factorial. So let's begin with the input. Here first thing is it is asked to read a number from the user. So I am reading a number, and int input, enter a number. Now we have to multiply. So we have to multiply within a loop, because multiplication occurs many times. It is initialized with 5. 5 means n. Now I am initializing the index from n. Now this index will continue till when? 1. So we have taken a loop index say I. We initialize by n because we have to find out factorial of 5. So it is initialized with 5. Suppose user gives 10, so it will initialize with 10. After that we have to decrement the loop till 1. So we have to continue the loop while value of I is greater than equal to 1. This is a condition for the execution of the loop. Now we need to do the product. Product equal to product into I, and the update part of the loop I plus equal to 1, because 3 statements are required in while loop. This is initialization, this is condition, this is update, and here we are performing the task which is required to be done. Initial value of the product should be 1, so before loop I am writing here initial value of the product should be 1. Now I need to display the factorial. So the factorial has to be displayed only once. That should be after the loop. So in this indent means after the loop I am writing print product. So this product will give you the factorial of a number. Now let us do another important question, that is read two numbers, say A and B, and display read two numbers, say m and n, and display m to the power n. Suppose user give m as 2 and user give n as 5. So I need to display 2 to the power 5. 2 to the power 5 is 32. How it comes? Means you have to do the multiplication of 2 5 times. Means 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So after multiplying this for 5 times you will get 32. So here first we have to read two numbers. Let us say m and n. Both are the integer value. That's why I am writing int, and I have to input the value. That's why I am writing input. Enter number 1, that is base. Input, that is enter par. Now I have to do the repeated multiplication. So say it is m, it is n. So what you are seeing here, this, the value of m get multiplied. How many times? N times. So we have to multiply m till n times. So we have to do the repetition of work till n times. So I have to write the loop for n time. To write a loop for n times, you can count the loop from 1 to n or n to 1. It's upon your choice. So I am initializing the loop index by 1 while I is less than equal to n. Why n? Because we have to execute the loop till n times. Now product equal to product into m, because here you see 2, 2, 2, 2. What is this? These are the value of m. So m get multiply till 1 to n time. So we have written the loop for 1 to n time, and within the loop we are multiplying m. So here we have written loop from 1 to n times and we are multiplying m. And update part of the loop is plus 1. Starting value of the product should be 1. So that is before starting the loop, and we have to display the product. So after writing, we are displaying the product. So in this way you can find out the product of the numbers given by the user, say m and n, and we can calculate m to the power n. Now last question here in this session, we have to generate a Fibonacci series for n number of terms. It is a very popular question you will find in all the exams starting from your class 11th till your BTech. This question comes everywhere. It is a very favorite question and having very important logic. What is Fibonacci series? Fibonacci series is that it is a series which starts from 0 and 1. Means the initial value of Fibonacci series 0 and 1. And after that here, the next term of the series will be sum of the previous two. So 0 plus 1 is 1. Now sum of the previous two. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. Till n number of times. So in this way you can generate the Fibonacci series for n number of terms. So in this question, first we are reading n. N is what? N is the term which is the last term of the Fibonacci series. So it is the integer value. That's why I am writing int. Input enter number of terms. So here we have entered the number of terms in the Fibonacci series. Now what we have to do, we know that the Fibonacci series starts with 0 and 1. So I am initializing this is as A and this is as B. So here initial value of A is 0 and B is 1. Now I have to display 0 and 1. So I am writing here print A, B separated by comma and at comma. So in this way, this will give you the 0 and 1. After that, we have to continue the repetition of work by adding the previous value till n number of times. So here we have to, from this point, we have to start the loop for n number of times. So here I am initializing the loop index, let us say I by 1, while I is less than equal to n. Here I am writing n minus 2. Why I am writing n minus 2? Because in the Fibonacci series I have already displayed two terms here. So we have already displayed two terms before starting the loop. That's why loop should be counted to less. That's why I am writing to less over here. Now I have to do the sum of A plus B. So I am writing C equal to A plus B. So this will A is 0, B is 1. So here C is equal to 0 plus 1 is 1. Now I need to display that term. So I am writing here print C and at comma. Now here what happened? Suppose this is C. It is a sum of previous two, A and B. Now this is C. This is a sum of previous two. This is a sum of previous two. When this was C, it is A, it is B. Now this is C. So here this is A and this is B. So what we are doing? We are assigning the value of B in A, B equal to A, and we are assigning the value of C in B. So here C equal to B. So in this way loop will continue for n number of times and it will generate the Fibonacci series. Thank you.